So, the program is based on using the method of sensory labyrinth theatre as a tool for youth work. We all have some background or some experience working in organizations and working in the field of youth work. This method and this program is meant to give you an introduction of what sensory labyrinth theatre is, what are the tools that you can use as a practitioner to interact and to act and to create in this medium and context, and what are the different phases that you can go through to work with youth, and not only youth, in processes of co-creation where you can use this method to create very deep and impactful experiences, where you also create artistic moments together. So, technically speaking, sensory labyrinth theatre is a transdisciplinary, immersive, interactive, participatory theatre that blends different methodologies. Do you understand now what it is? You got that? Talk about it, it's so hard to grasp mentally. All these kind of keywords, they will become relevant and they will become more clear in the following days. So what does this mean if we break that down? Transdisciplinary. It basically means it's a performative method. But this means that this is it's an artistic method that blends not only theater, but also different methodologies, not only in the artistic dimension, but also in other disciplines like meditation. This method is very closely related to a kind of meditation called mindfulness-based stress reduction. It's a type of meditation which was developed a couple of decades ago, and basically is the basis for the wave of popularity that mindfulness meditation has gotten in the West countries in the past years. Immersive and interactive theater, that means that we are not playing only on a stage. The stage is everywhere. So these kinds of shows, they are journeys. They are not experiences that you observe. And stuff happens. Thank you. Interactive means that the public is part of the whole experience. They are contributing in the whole journey. So there is no more separation. between the public and the show. And participatory is the fact that there is no, it also applies to the interactive dimension, that the public is becoming part of the show because they are, with their intention and with their input, they are shaping the outcome and they are shaping each moment, each passing moment. But also, it relates to the phases of production. So this kind of theater has a special characteristic that there are no professional actors playing. There is a community of volunteers, of youth, of amateur people that want to do this kind of thing, that goes through a process of well-defined steps that you will also go through in order to become practitioners and to create the show together. So you will also go through in the first days. The objective of the first days is to go through these steps which everybody goes through to become a practitioner in this kind of method, and after that we will delve a little bit deeper into how you can regulate and coordinate and facilitate processes that lead to co-production and co-creation of shows. Okay? One other important aspect is that Sensorial Labyrinth Theatre is an accredited form of non-formal education method. So non-formal education, what does that mean? Well, basically it means that any type of education, any type of activity, any type of experience that helps you develop and grow as a person, whether it is professional or personal, if it's done outside of a formal context, outside of the school, that is non-formal education. Normally, non-formal education also implies arts and or other creative methodologies. So the first couple of days we'll do a lot of exercises that will act as specific experiences through which you can get glimpses, get different perspectives, see different sides. If you think of Sensorial Labyrinth Theatre as a diamond, these exercises are meant to focus on different sides of this diamond, so you can actually get in the couple of days the idea of how does it look like as a whole. After that, we'll have 5 days in which we will do a lot of experimentation. Each day we'll create another prototype of a show. And each day we'll explore another theme, and each day I will give you different subjects to try to incorporate. I will give you different brain food, different inputs that you will try to work with it in creating a new show. The shows that will be played for each other, but also we have on the 9th day a special show that we will play for people outside. So people that we will not know, so there will be fresh people which will not know who we are, which will not know what we are doing here. So you will have an experience, like a very direct experience, not with persons that they're already used to you or this context and they are already comfortable. Okay? this theater method is part of a domain called applied theater. And what does applied theater mean? It means that it's an art form in which you can take it outside of the stage, take it outside of the professional artistic implementation, and you can apply it in social context for the betterment of society. Why? What are the key aspects that makes it applied theater? Well, the first one is community engagement. This method is very powerful in bringing people together, creating communities, helping them become vulnerable to one another, and helping them create real, authentic, sincere, and healthy human ties, remembering what community values are, not through lectures, but just through connection and experimentation and being. Community is a byproduct, it just happens naturally. So community engagement and the renewal of a community spirit is one of the key aspects that makes this kind of method an applied theater method. Another one is mental health. It has wonderful effects on helping people maintain a good balance of mental health. But the key reason why Sensory Labyrinth Theatre appeared as a method, it was invented by Welsh theatre director called Iwan Briok. It is a spin-off method of another method called Sensorial theatre that was created by Enrique Vargas, a Colombian theatre director. And what is particular about this is that Iwan was a mindfulness practitioner, and he wanted to create an experience through which spectators and actors alike can arrive at a deep mindful state without actually practicing mindfulness. So basically using the context of theater to let a form of active meditation emerge naturally that brings all the benefits of meditation. But the key reason was to create a theater show in which the illusion of separation, the separation between ourselves as human beings, disappears. What's important is that you remember that during the following days, you will go through a sort of series of experiences. You will go through a series of states. You will tap into maybe different modes of consciousness, modes of thinking, places from where your consciousness operates. So just be aware when this happens. Just be aware of yourself, how you are feeling, how you are thinking, how the place where you are in that present moment is affecting the way that you are feeling, the way that you are thinking, the way that you are identifying as yourself. Just become aware. And when you are in that place, to just become aware and just see like, oh, okay, this is something. Maybe I don't know how to name this yet, but this is something else. Okay? Another important aspect is that you are here, presumably, on a professional motivation to enlarge in your repertoire of skills and methodologies that you use in your organizational work. But do not let this be the only dimension, because in order to deliver transformational experiences, you need to go through a transformational experience yourself first. So another key important aspect is to commit to a personal transformation. You are here on a professional reason, but also on a personal reason. Why are you here on a personal reason? What do you want to discover? What do you want to experiment? What is the question that brought you here? How open you are to receive the experiences that are about to unfold. How comfortable you are to become vulnerable. So the idea is not to just go through these experiences, but to also gather what you consider is important from each exercise, as to and so in order that you will also be able to do them yourself. Okay? Good. I also have the ground rules there. There are some ground rules that I've made. Maybe you saw them in the conference room. We'll talk about them a bit, but I don't really feel like doing it right now. I really feel like getting into it. You want to get into it? Okay, come on, let's go on stage.